Morning arrives quietly over Japan. Light spreads slowly across the landscape, touching rooftops, trees, and empty streets. The air feels still, soft, unhurried. A gentle breeze moves through the leaves. Somewhere in the distance, a bird calls into the open sky. For a moment, nothing demands attention, and in that moment, calm naturally appears. In many modern lives, calm feels distant. Days are filled with movement, information, and constant stimulation. Notifications interrupt thoughts. Tasks overlap. Time feels compressed. We move quickly, yet rarely feel settled. The mind jumps forward while the body tries to keep up, and slowly, without noticing, clarity fades. But there are cultures that approach life differently, not by escaping responsibility, and not by rejecting productivity, but by changing the way attention is used. In Japanese philosophy, relaxation is not something separate from daily life. It exists inside daily life. It lives in ordinary actions performed with awareness, in small rituals repeated with care, in quiet spaces intentionally left empty. There is a belief that when attention becomes gentle, the mind becomes clear. When movements slow down, thoughts follow. Simple actions begin to feel meaningful again. Preparing food becomes focus. Cleaning becomes reset. Walking becomes presence. One of the most noticeable elements of Japanese calm is minimalism. Not minimalism for aesthetic trends, but for mental clarity. Fewer objects create fewer distractions. Clear spaces allow the mind to settle. When the environment becomes quieter, internal noise begins to soften. This approach is not about removing comfort. It is about removing excess. Every object has a place. Every action has intention. And within that structure, attention becomes stronger. Another important idea is the acceptance of imperfection. Instead of chasing flawless outcomes, Japanese philosophy often embraces natural change. Things age, seasons shift, objects wear over time. Nothing remains the same. Rather than resisting this reality, calm grows through accepting it. When perfection is no longer required, pressure begins to dissolve. There's also deep respect for pauses. Silence is not treated as emptiness. It's treated as space, space between tasks, space between thoughts, space where the nervous system can rest. Without pauses, attention becomes scattered. With pauses, awareness returns. Pause. Nature plays an essential role in this process. One well-known Japanese practice is Shinrin-yoku, often translated as forest bathing. This practice is not about exercise or physical achievement. It is about immersion. Walking slowly through natural environments, breathing deeply, allowing the senses to open. Light moves between the branches. Wind shifts through the trees. The scent of wood and earth fills the air. Instead of thinking about problems, attention begins to follow sound and texture. The body relaxes without effort. The nervous system resets naturally. Modern research has shown that time spent in natural environments can help reduce stress levels and improve emotional balance. But beyond research, there is something simpler. Nature moves slowly, and when we match its pace, our internal rhythm changes. Thoughts lose urgency. Breathing deepens. Presence becomes easier. Even a short walk in a quiet park can create this effect. Calm does not require dramatic environments. It requires gentle attention. Alongside relaxation, Japanese philosophy also explores clarity through purpose. This idea is often expressed through the concept of Ikigai. Ikigai is sometimes described as a reason to wake up in the morning, but it is not necessarily a single goal or career. It is something quieter, something personal. Ikigai lives where interest, skill, meaning, and contribution begin to overlap. It may appear through creative work, through helping others, through craftsmanship, through daily routines performed with care. Purpose does not always arrive suddenly. More often, it develops slowly, through repetition, through curiosity, through small improvements over time. When actions feel meaningful, focus becomes natural, effort feels lighter, attention stays longer. Japanese approaches to focus often begin with preparation rather than pressure. Before starting a task, the environment is organized. The workspace becomes clear. Distractions are reduced. Small rituals signal the mind to begin. A notebook is opened. A deep breath is taken. A single task is chosen. Instead of multitasking, attention moves in one direction, and in that direction, clarity grows. This process reflects an important principle. Focus is not forced. It is supported. When the environment becomes intentional, concentration strengthens.